Hi. Well, today is September 4th. I hope you can hear me. And today is my 12-year YouTube anniversary. And if you hear a little siren in the background, that means it's 10 o'clock. That means any juveniles are not allowed to be running around out there. Oh, my. I am so hot. You know what? I want to see if I can't put this on something that's higher, okay? I'm gonna put something else down there, then I'll put this on top of it. There. Isn't that a better view? So my friend came by and hopefully showed me how I can directly from this computer and get things directly in YouTube. I have a problem with. I want a better photo and video quality, and I have a couple of clip-on cams. The easier of the two is not the Logitech 9, whatever. I actually reviewed that, but this is another one. However, when I have it plugged in and I try to go live, it claims that something else is taking up the camera. So unfortunately, you're going to have to put up with whatever the crappy built-in camera quality of the built-in webcam is, because I don't know what to do about using this and it not saying that the camera's being used. And I don't have a whole lot of people that I can locally ask for advice. And it turned out my friend who I was waiting yesterday, I thought he was going to come by here. There were some other reasons why he couldn't make it, and I didn't know. I just assumed people working in the casinos have to work on the holidays and they have to work on weekends. And I got to put this fan back on. All right. I have a new toy. Look at my latest guitar. This is a special guitar. You want to know why? Because it has all 6 strings. Yeah. I'm going to go out before 11 o'clock, so this isn't going to really be a really long session with you guys. Somebody called me up today and they said that they have strings for me. So I have to be on. I have people that have said they have strings for me, and most of them have flaked off. So this person, hopefully I'll look through, I'll find them. So this is the new guitar. And it's a little bit shorter than my other acoustic. Here, I'll show you the size difference. I like the shape of. Okay, I have to be real careful because I'm going to be pulling some things down. I just knocked my hard drive over again. Anyways, you can see they are different. The length isn't all much. So, but since this is down to, well, it looks like 5, but it's technically 4 because the lower E string that broke also. Now, I had a problem when I went to tune this. And when I was tuning this, because I'm having such an issue with strings, and since they break even when you're tuning, I was nervous tuning this. This is getting really scary. This is practically rusted. I can't quite this. I'm really afraid because it's rusted. I think I'm going to play this just with the low E muted, because I'm really afraid. First of all, I think this is rusted, so I can't quite tune it to where it's supposed to be. And I'm just going to play it with this low E muted. So that, and this has the It says it's here, but it doesn't have thing here. So I'm going to have to fix up a strap. The strap that I have doesn't have a string. And I'm going to have to make some kind of strap for this too. Because it's the only instrument that I can play tonight. Everything else needs strings. And oh, another thing I like about this, I think it's going to be pretty easy to string. Oh, Tiger, hi. Oh, tell Scotty I said hello. Uh, my mother was just asking about you guys the other day, and she wanted to know if you guys ever got married yet and if you're still going to come to Atlantic City to do it. And I told her, I said, she figured that I would just find out through the grapevine, but I haven't been paying attention to Facebook at all. I'm not posting on there. Ever since I lost my tablet on the 1st of May, and nobody really checked up on me from Facebook. The only people that really have been in my life are the people here on my channel and the people I see here in Atlantic City. And I've been still very depressed over my cats. I tend their garden, their grave where I planted flowers every day. Maybe I will do some filming around there to show you guys what it looks like. I'm growing pumpkins over their grave now, and it's really kind of got very sprawling, and I think it's kind of funny. I hope they get nice and big, and yeah, but this was given to me by somebody, by a neighbor actually. It's getting ridiculous. I'm collecting all these musical instruments, and hopefully I won't break anything while I'm playing tonight. And I almost fell asleep when my friend was working on my computer. I was just could not keep my eyes open, because sometimes I go out and I play, and then when I realize that there's not going to be any more money because maybe I've broken a couple strings or the crowds peter out, and then I walk around some and then figure I'm just about ready to go home, and then I go check for like the Tropicana or something, and then I'll find a group of my friends, and then the next thing you know, I'm hanging out, and the next thing you know, it's 5:30 in the morning. So but since I messed up yesterday, I didn't go out at all. I stayed home. I waited to see if I was going to get a phone call about, getting my computer fixed. And I watched TV, and I finally fell asleep. I was going to actually go in the shower and wash my hair because a certain other person that I live with uh, was out, but he came home late at night, and now it's too late. And you know, no, I'm going to go on the boardwalk, and I hope somebody has some weed for me. Let me set this down. Here, I'll set it safely on a cat tree. And I think I may have a few more crumbs in my bowl. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Oh, stuffed kitty says hello. I got a very pleasant surprise. One of my viewers, I'm not going to say her name, um, sent me something. I got the notice in my email. Thank you. I really appreciate it. What I'm going to do, I decided with my new acoustic, I'm going to get that strung up in a different brand or a different kind of strings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like 4 or 5 of each of those kind of string packs. So that way, when one string breaks, I can at least make sure the same set of strings gets put on. And I wanted to show you guys something else. I'm going to go back on wish.com, and I'm going to order more of these cheap sets that I'm going to use. The way I'm breaking strings, it's really ridiculous. And I found out the Guitar Center is not any cheaper than Pleasantville Music. Some of the people that I'm meeting, they actually do all their string ordering online. it seems to me if you're getting 4 or 5 packs of the same kind of strings, you should get some kind of a quantity discount. But I found these strings I got on wish.com that now one of the string packs, though, every string pack is supposed to be a set of 6 if it's a six string guitar. But one of those cheap string packs, there is only 5 strings in it. I'm a little perturbed about that. But I understand with Wish, you never know what the quality is. But for the most part, the things I bought on Wish, I'm happy with their purchases. Okay, here's the strings over here. Decided to put them all in this bag. Now, like I showed you before, these are the Diodarios, which I'm gonna keep using for my original acoustic. But like last year, I got these different kind of strings on Wish.com. I got these at the set of 6. Then I got this rainbow set, and then I got this copper set. And the copper set seems thicker than this set here. So what I'm going to do is, if I get multiples of each of those kinds, and they're a lot cheaper than paying you, otherwise I'm paying at least $10 for a set of 6 strings. And the way I'm breaking them, and the thing is, I don't know what the heck it is I'm doing wrong. I thought maybe my mother, of course, she doesn't play, so I don't know why I listen to her about these things. But she thought maybe it was those funny pics that I cut out of like the credit cards and whatever, the casino cards, and so many players do that. Because there's all different thicknesses of guitar picks anyway. So, and I'm still experimenting to find out what sounds you get out of them. And certainly when you're struggling to be heard on the boardwalk and stuff, and these people, they shout out to you from the edge of the boardwalk, we can't hear you. And so I try to play louder and I break strings. And that's really frustrating. And then plus the effort that it takes to change the strings. It's so much harder than I realized. And I found out why on the Martin brand strings they have a safety label talking about the dangers and how you have to be careful changing strings. I just found out that Martin strings are only supposed to be used on Martin guitars. So I'll keep that in mind. If I ever get a genuine Martin guitar, and it seems like all of us players end up being musical instrument collectors, I don't know if I'm ever going to get 350 like Neil Schon of Journey does. But you know what? You've been playing that long. He was playing in Santana before he was playing in Journey. If you're that good a player and you're rich and famous, I think you can afford to collect guitars. So, all right. Well, let me collect what might be my final weed of the day. And this is roach weed from the guys. Oh, we might get fireworks tonight. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Most Saturday nights, Tropicana's been having fireworks. I have a feeling since this is Labor Day, we might be getting fireworks this way, either from Tropicana or from Ocean, or maybe even the marina casinos like the Borgata. And you know what? I try to find out what's going on here in town. They have gotten rid of so many of the local newspaper boxes that you can find out the local papers and stuff. I don't think AC Weekly exists anymore. If you're ever looking for that paper, there is a paper. I don't know what the name is. And instead of being focused so much on Atlantic City, it covers Atlantic County and even down south of Atlantic County, assuming that you have a car and you can get to all these places, or you're visiting, and again, you can get to all these places. Uh, oh yeah, I've been doing more talking in the neighborhood. That same cop that's been messing with me has been messing with other people, but he relies on people believing his lies. And so many of the people he hassles, they are no stranger to getting tickets and things. They tell me that just even if I do get a ticket, that doesn't mean anything. I would just have to wait for a court date, and of course, you have to go in front of the judge. But the court, what if the judge was to make me to pay court costs? That's the thing. I mean, I would like to say no. I can't pay them. I won't pay them. This isn't right. And what are you going to do? You're going to make me a criminal. This is how records get started. And then what if something happens that I legitimately get a chance to have a really groovy job that requires a background check? Did you realize that in order to get the mercantile license to play music on the boardwalk, you have to qualify for a background check? Well, if they keep on jacking us up for permits and we end up getting a criminal record for non-payment of nuisance fees or whatever it is. I mean, what is the crime of playing music on the street, on the boardwalk? Unamplified music. I'm not panhandling. I'm not coming up to people when I play something or give me something. That's on you. I've never asked a soul for things. I mean, okay, yes, I asked for tech support help when I am befuddled by my computer stuff. But really, I hate asking people for anything. And I try to make sure if somebody's going to take his time to go and help me figure out computer stuff, like I found some computer parts recently, and I did give it to the person to help me. It turned out it was a hard drive. Maybe he can use it for parts to make build a new computer or something. You know, I don't want to. I want to have something to give people. Like if I have extra weed out, I like to go and smoke out some of my buddies. But a lot of these roaches, though, they're wrapped with tobacco wrappers, and they don't understand is if a person doesn't smoke cigarettes, it really chokes them up. And I get dizzy. I sometimes have to sit down. I don't generally sit down when I'm outside unless, like in the casinos, things are kept clean. But outside, you really don't know on these benches who is stepped on them or worse. And if you're going to walk around and what if there was dog dirt that you stepped on or something? See, all these things here, I think, even if there's a little bit of weed attached to them, I hope this isn't tobacco. That just, even though when I was in my teens, I did take hits off of tobacco sometimes, and all those free cigarettes they gave us at the Miss America pageants and stuff. I was smart enough not to get hooked on nicotine. And I watched my mother, I watched what she went through. She would get so sick. And finally, she got pneumonia once. I remember she was sick for like a week. And apparently, the doctor told her that she had to quit smoking or this would get worse and worse. And she wanted to see her kids grow up. She quit cold turkey. Well, I think I might hear, is that fireworks? Ooh, that's way up that. It might even be in Marina. Okay, I'm gonna see and get one more hit. Uh, dude. To add string to. I really like that strap. Actually, my guitar tech. And he gave me the case for my PD, and I have a case coming to me for the acoustic for the big, the dreadnought. But there's no a rush on that because I just strap my guitar on myself, and I walk out the door with it, and I carry the other things in the laundry cart just so that I don't have to hold things out so the dirt from whatever touching the ground doesn't rub up against me because I'm germaphobe. And but I find one thing, that not having the bucket or the hat out there, so the cops are less likely to hassle me for panhandling. I mean, that is so degrading. How would you feel if whatever your job was, people misconstrued your job with just begging? Are the arts that cheaply valued in society? I mean, I know that isn't the truth when you think about how much it costs to go to movie theater now. If you want the real experience, if you want to sit comfortably, think of how expensive the concessions are, all the things that are associated with going out to the movies. And really, it shouldn't be free considering all the effort that goes into working movies. Anybody that's ever worked in Hollywood, even if you've been an extra, you see all the trade people that are involved on the movie set, and all the rehearsal that goes on, and all the preparation involved. And if you get to work on a movie for weeks and months at a time, and you learn so much from the other trades and the people that are higher level actors than yourself. It's a real learning thing, and they feed you very well, and they pay you every day, and there's a check attached to every day of work, and it's not a bad life. The only thing is, I don't know how people have time for relationships when you're spending so much time filming. I know that you do bond with the people that you're working with, that you get the actors become close. As long as you don't have distracting things like learning lines and different things, or following choreography or different things. And the same is true for the TV shows and for the rock videos. There's a lot of downtime that you can socialize, or you can read, or you can write home to your folks, which I did, or you know. And but the thing is, just like they say on the news right now, a lot of major American cities, specifically run by Democrats, they have out of control crime, and businesses. It's hard to defend yourself, and you invested your life savings in your business, and you have your shoplifters and the violence that's going on now. And I didn't see that kind of violence when I was in California. I would like to find a bunch of places where I can take my guitar out and do that, even though I don't know whether I would do more. If I'm talking just money, I might do better daily as a movie extra. And there you would, of course, at least be in a temperature controlled environment unless it was outside scenes. But, and you have the stability of knowing that you're wearing the same clothes. Say it's a multiple day shoot, you're wearing the same wardrobe, unless, of course, you're the principal and you're going through some kind of a metamorphosis, or whatever. But if you're, imagine it's sort of like having a job where you have a uniform. You get up in the morning or whenever everything starts, and you have everything laid out ahead of time. You don't have to think. When I worked on Rockstar, and I actually brushed out my hair before I went to bed, and it was teased all over real big as I wore it. Actually, I stopped doing it so much here in New Jersey because I found that it wasn't worth it for the times I went out. And also, you got the humidity, the salt air, the wind blows the sand literally on your scalp, where the humidity, it gets it on your scalp, and the salt air gets in your hair, and it's kind of cool in a way, but it kind of makes it kind of gunky. And if you imagine if it's teased up, or even, okay, when my hair, I finally took it out of the braids and it was really big and I loved it and everything. And but the thing is, around the house I had to tie it up because it's so hot right now. Not having the fan, it's I got to put it on the lowest level because I'm literally melting in this. uh I might have a wee little bit left. You can't believe this is it. Uh, and you can't go digging for roaches when the people selling it and partying and everything are right there. You have to wait until everybody's gone. And what I hate is when I see other people look like they're trying to get it first. When, since I live here, I should have dibs on anything around here. All these people that treat this area like it's their own personal living room, when I don't even have a living room. All right. When my family moved in this apartment, somebody else got here first and took the living room for his own bedroom, and then took the room next to it for his cat's office. So yeah, that's when you live in Cuckoo Town, things are like that. So but yeah, I'm going to leave here in a few minutes. It is now 10:26 p.m. If I'm going to be seen by somebody that's going to give me strings, let me try to get this final hit. I have to figure out how I'm going to attach that guitar strap though. I think I'm going to use a shoelace or something, but let me get this final. Oh yeah, take a look at this dress. I was going to wear this today, but I had to bear the midriff because it's so hot. This is a Betsy Johnson dress, and it's a small. And usually I think she designs for taller people, and I'm petite. But I have tried it on, but it feels too hot to wear it today. But I'd like to wear it to play sometime. I think that would look really nice. But the thing is, I haven't seen the difference in getting all dressed up, and it doesn't translate into how much attention of a financial aspect I get. And if I seem like I'm dollar obsessed as opposed to the art thing, I'm not doing it to pose for a holy picture. I mean, that's the honest to God truth. You've got people that are shamelessly begging and causing disruption on the boardwalk, and you're not making it have a pleasant environment for the people to come here that want to have a good time and explore all the many amusements this area has. And it has a lot to do, especially uh, if you're not reluctant to part with some money. You can find a lot of amusement. And by the way, if you're coming here to Atlantic City to acquire marijuana, you can get it. There's finally some non-medical dispensaries you can get it, and you can go on a lot of the street corners and you can get some really good stuff, honestly, and it's cheaper cost than dispensary. Okay, uh, I'm gonna put my bowl in my official Coach weed bag, and this I just keep weed and my guitar strings in this. And I don't see why I should be bringing any changing strings in because um I just don't see the point. Like I'll bring a couple of strings that are the absolute wish cheapo ones, which are the only ones that I want to. Like I don't want to break up a set, but I'll bring a couple of the most likely. Like if the D string, the low E string broke, that I would be willing to change. And I have a feeling that those are really old strings because I don't know how long it's been since those strings have changed. That guitar is kind of dusty and stuff. But I've got the low E string there, and and another friend of mine gave me some gunmetal colored bridge pins. So I've got a new set of bridge pins. So now I have black, blonde wood, and gunmetal bridge pins. And I've got my little wrench, pull the pins out, make that easier. So I'll bring these with me. I'm not going to bring my Diodarios. And that way I'll have extra room for the strings that somebody is going to give me tonight. Uh, so some of the people that, like most of the people that I talk to on the boardwalk, don't know about this channel. I don't get a whole lot of time to tell everybody about it. I mean, I like to, because obviously I would like this channel to grow, but I don't always have that much time, you know. Okay, the strings are in here. This, I want to wipe this off because I dropped it on the ground here. But I got my makeup done, so I don't have to worry about that. But don't let me forget to fix the strap on this. Okay, I gotta find this spray cleaner so I can wipe off the belt. Ah, great. Okay. They sell this stuff at the 99-cent stores. It's got bleach in it. And it's good. I really like those claws that they give out in the casinos that you use to wipe off slot machines or whatever. But they don't have as many of those receptacles where you can find them, and you have to kind of be real discreet about it. So, you don't want to have security following you around like you're some kind of miscreant. This is my tip pouch. This skirt, the elastic is finally starting to go. I hope I don't have a problem with this falling down. That'll really suck. But this will probably help to prevent that from happening. That's the sad thing about clothes, is they're not 100% cotton. Spandex will eventually dry rot, and all of a sudden you'll have these things that just fall off of you. I had a mini skirt the other day that all of a sudden it no longer was my size, and I just donated it off to the spot where people drop things off. And I hope somebody appreciated that purple dress. I dropped that off, and 3 pairs of high heel shoes. Let's see how many pics I got. Should be good enough. Turn this out. Maybe it was better without that light. Okay, now I gotta deal with this. This has got some dust on it. Oh yeah, it's got. One of the things I remember my tech using to shine up guitar was a little bit of WG-40. That's good stuff and doesn't damage finishes, but that's it when you want to get some germs and dirt off. Now let's see about the strap. That other strap I had was really hurting my neck. It was thin and it was digging in. I don't even think I have that anymore. Now, I think all I have to do is stick a string to the other end and pull the thing tighter, and I should be fine. Okay, I gotta find a shoestring. Sure, there's one on my bed like everything else. Okay. Oh, hey, Amir. If you're in the chat room, look what I found. You know what? I might go live when I get back home, but I don't know. What often happens is I'm partying with my friends and I don't get home till the wee hours. So hopefully somebody will be here. All right. I'm going to tie this to this. I'm going to sit off camera. Okay, I'm off camera, but I'm behind you. And I'm sitting down. I'm just trying to thread this uh, through, having a little bit of a challenge getting it underneath the strings. What I'm trying to do is thread this here through underneath, and that might provide a bit of a challenge. Maybe I need to use something thinner. Okay. So I'll use something thinner. I could use an old guitar string. No, maybe that would definitely be thin. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to use one of those hair tie. Actually, I use it as a hair tie. This was one of those Easter egg dye things that I also use to tie my hair up. Let's see. Definitely thin enough. Where I'm going with this. make a string snap. All right. I'm committing any big serious guitar faux pas. Well, yes, hold on. I'm just gonna twist this. Not a whole lot of time. Oh, oh, you know what? Oh, it's twist it. So wrong. Let's see what's there. All right. Looks like I'm gonna be good to go. And if I kind of have the string kind of muted, and I'm going to put the one of those guitar tuner sites. Oh, it's 10:42. It's getting close to. You guys can still see me, but I'm going to put one of those guitar tuner things on, and I'm going to get a guitar tuner on here. Okay. You don't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually going to be using something that I'm looking at to tune my guitar. Probably not going to hear anything. There are so many of these. They're free, and you just play a tone and just want to make sure. I'm going to start usually the lower ones, but I'm going to start with the higher one. I'm afraid to go even a little tiny bit higher. So I'm so afraid these are going to snap. Makes me so nervous, you guys. I'm going to stand back because these things snap, and it just it seems like it could be so brittle. See, I did this earlier. String. See, this is rusted, and I'm just, the person that gave it to me, it was unknown origins, and he knew that I was having this string issue. Oh, now this is weird. I don't even hear it. Okay, I just turned the fan. I want to try this again. Oh, this is weird. I don't hear the low E. Okay, this is as good as it's going to get. All right. Thank you. This is now, I have, my collection is, this was the latest one. Oops, I didn't just do that. My latest one. This is my PV Raptor. That, I guess I'll put this over. You saw the acoustic. The bass is in my mother's room. The violin is in my mother's room. Yeah. All right. Thank you for stopping in. I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I have a bag here that has things in it that I always bring the paperwork that I got from the mercantile office in case I have any unwanted police encounters. I bring this, and and I'm still bringing my Spanish English dictionary in case somebody shows up there that I like to try to talk to, but it's really, again, really hard to. And in case I have, again, about the run-ins with the police, I have my pocket constitution. So hopefully I won't run into any problems tonight. I'm not looking for problems. I just want to be able to hang out, play guitar, uh, make a little money, smoke some weed, see my friends, enjoy what's left of the summer, you know? And you can have a lot of fun here year round, but summertime is best. Oh, did you hear that mouse? Squeaky mouse. Mousy, mousy. Okay, I'm going to move this where it's not going to fall down. Yeah. I'm not going to bring a hat with me. I wish I could bring this with me. That would be so rad. So rad if I could do that. But I'm thinking, do I want the whole world to know who I am? You know, this is ready. Let get out of here. I got my bowl. I got a little jar to find. I mean, so if I find roaches or people throw me any weed, whatever. Uh, and I'm tempted to bring this computer along, but you know what? I'm not going to do it tonight. There's nothing stopping me from maybe coming back and getting it, but right now, I'm not going to do it. So, okay. If anybody's here in town, maybe I'll see you on the boards. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been 12 years. If you'd asked me when I first started this channel, if I knew that I would be doing this, of course, I wouldn't want to know that I would have dead cats and all that stuff too. But hey, I'm still here and I'm glad. And I want to thank you all for watching. And, because if I didn't have anybody watching me, what would the point be? I'd be talking to a brick wall, and I would rather not do that. So thank you, everybody. I've enjoyed 12 years. I would like to do many more. Talk to you soon. Bye.